Hey, it's Dr. Z, Com PhD. So one of the things I'm looking at today is Marshall Mcluhan. Is the medium the message, or does the medium impact the message? So what does that mean? What does it mean, the medium? It means, what are you choosing to get your message across? And think about this in terms of social media. And this is one of the challenging things that my grad classes have a hard time with, and I try to get across to business clients as well. When you look at social media, let's look at like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That is 3 different platforms. The way I look at those, that is as different if you're looking at like television, radio, and then maybe you're looking at something with social media. Think about how different television and radio are. That's how different Facebook and TikTok is. So I want you to think about that just for a minute. Look at the core demographic of who's using Facebook. It tends to be an older audience. TikTok is kind of a younger audience. Tough to say because we're starting to see some people, right? My age, your age, that are out there on TikTok a little bit more. But Facebook has a little bit more from Gen X up to the baby boomers generation. You've got a few that are younger that are kind of trickling into Facebook. Maybe they don't check it all the time. But I want you to think about, if you're putting your message out there on Facebook, who the core demographic is going to be. And the majority of people that are going to see that are going to be Gen X and baby boomers, maybe a little younger into the millennials. But let's just say you're marketing towards kids, right? So you're marketing towards kids. Now, if you're making a video right there and that's geared more towards Gen X and that's geared towards baby boomers, millennials maybe don't quite have the age. My kid's a teenager. Maybe they don't have quite kids that age yet. If you're looking at it, how are you creating your material for that older audience? The mistake that I see the most is when people put content out on Facebook, it's geared more towards the kids instead of more towards the adults. Now, if we're taking the same ad and we're putting it out on TikTok, man, we can put the flashy graphics, we can go real fast, we can put the hard edge music, and we can put the shaky effect and things like that, because that's geared more towards the kids. But on Facebook, when your core demographic is going to be that Gen X, it's going to be that baby boomer, you're going to be producing content that is going to be the easiest for them to digest. For Gen X, man, we can go fast, but this is our pace. This is our pace right here, right? That's our pace. We're the MTV generation. I know when I was in college back in the 90s, I can remember the professors talking about the MTV cut, right? They're talking about the way things were edited. They're like, oh, every 3 to 4 seconds, right? We have a cut. I remember they put I Love Lucy up on the big television back then. They put I Love Lucy up and you watched how long the takes were. And they put an MTV video up and the takes were here about every 3 seconds or so. And you look at what we're doing now in video and we've got the edits going boom, 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 boom. And you look at what's popular on TikTok, it's boom, 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 boom. So you just look at that rhythm line and how much that is changing with video editing. So one of your challenges I want you to think about is when you're looking at your content, I want you to think about, is the medium the message, or is the medium impact the message? And I want you to think about what medium you're using. What demographic might be watching that material? How does that affect how you edit your videos? How does that affect how you make your graphics? Are they splashy? Are they a little bit more basic? Think about who is using each one of these platforms. Instagram, that's a little mixed. It's a little mixed. Still tends to be more the millennial audience right there that is on Instagram. TikTok, like I said, you have a combo, and of course it's more video oriented. Facebook, you've got those older demographics. So I would love to hear what you think, and I want to hear your ideas. I'm going to keep producing this new series and talk about things that are affecting small businesses, and I can't wait to hear from you.